Welcome back to another exciting episode of a little game we like to play called Resort Randomizer. If you're new here, this is the game where we come to the Disney Springs bus stop, roll a random number generator, and hop on whatever bus it tells us to. We go spend the day out at that resort, checking it out, feeling out the ambiance, and seeing if that resort is right for you. A couple of rules to our game. Number one, it has to be random. No matter what number we roll, we have to go to that resort. Unless we've already been there before, at that point we'll re-roll, and by the end of the game, we've gone to every single resort. Number two, a couple of locations we won't be going to, which includes Shades of Green, the private military resort, Golden Oak, which is a private residence, Galactic Star Cruiser, which is a private experience all on its own, and any third-party resorts on property, including the Swan and Dolphin. This is episode 5 of our series. In the last 4 episodes, we went to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Disney's Old Key West Resort, Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort, and Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. So why don't you guys come along? Let's go make some memories together. Looks like number 29 is still the highest number on our list here. If we end up rolling a number that shares multiple resorts, like the All-Stars, which is 29, or number 7, which is going to be the Contemporary or the Wilderness Lodge, we'll re-roll a smaller number and then decide from there. Gonna set our random number generator to 29, and we're gonna roll. Number 10. Looks like we've hit a brief fork in the road. Number 10 is shared by both Boardwalk and Yacht and Beach. So we're gonna change that number generator to just 2. It's gonna be like flipping a coin. 1 will be Boardwalk, 2 will be Yacht and Beach. And let's roll. Number 2, Yacht and Beach. So technically, I'm kind of cheating here. Yacht and Beach are 2 separate resorts. However, because they are so close together and connected, we're gonna treat it as one resort today. So we've got quite a bit to go see. I'm kind of familiar with Yacht and Beach because it's so close to EPCOT and that's my favorite theme park. But we're gonna go spend some time exploring the grounds and maybe see some things I've never seen before. Not a bad bus ride over at all. We are very, very close to EPCOT. In fact, we're almost attached to EPCOT. So EPCOT, very close to Disney Springs. Very easy bus ride over. Like I said, we are gonna be doing both resorts today. We are opting to start with Beach first. Yeah, we're gonna explore, show you guys everything, and just soak in the ambiance of both these resorts. I really do like the aesthetic of Beach Club. It's very welcoming, it's very relaxing feeling. Yacht and Beach Club do look very similar to each other aside from, aesthetic and, color scheme. Here's the map for both resorts. This is why we're doing both of them today, because they are so close to the point where they are connected. We are right here in the Beach Club lobby. I figured we would show you guys kind of this side first and then make our way over towards the middle and then go tackle Yacht Club, the convention center, and everything on that side. And then eventually I will show you guys kind of down here, which is the walkway to EPCOT, and show you guys just how truly close to EPCOT you really are. Starting here in the main lobby and at Bell Services, the front desk, we're gonna head down this way, and I believe one of the stores is down here, and I believe the quick service location. Ooh, look, a hippocampus. Those are always so cute. One thing that's always really bizarre to me about these 2 resorts is how low a lot of the ceilings are. I can practically touch this, and I'm only 5'8", so that's kind of weird. I don't understand why. If you guys understand why, put a comment below, because it feels a little confined. Not in a bad way, it's just kind of a weird choice. Let's actually pop in the solarium first. I was gonna go down to the store that's over here on the right, but let's go do this. I think this is kind of the relaxation area. I also saw that there was a sign that said there was crafts for kids to do. I don't know if they're doing anything right now, but I think this is kind of where people come to hang out, just kind of get away for a little bit. I'm gonna try and be as quiet as I can. Hi there. Yeah, just a nice quiet little getaway area. It is very well lit too. I mean, obviously it's a solarium. Very cool. I asked about the kids' activities, and she said that this month this is where they're going to do primarily, most of them. You can do a sea salt scrub and add your own smells, which I don't think I've ever seen this craft before. This is very cool. And then she said later on around like 2:30 they're going to do some poolside activities. Now this is going to be a paid thing you can do. It's not for free, but it is something this resort offers. On our way out, they've got some really pretty artwork of the resort kind of like back in the day, you know, kind of that turn of the century vibe, which I'm starting to realize how many resorts kind of follow this like 1900s vibe, but it's very pretty. I like how they incorporated the actual resort into these paintings. Maybe not so this one, but I saw another one over here. It's like the front of it. Oh yeah, see, like there's like the entryway where I came in, and it's, if it was built, you know, 100 plus years ago at this point, obviously not that old, but kind of a what if situation. Moving our way down to the gift shop and quick service location that I mentioned earlier called the Marketplace. Kind of a 2-in-1 situation like some of the resorts have. Snacks, drinks, chips, grab and go, like yogurts. Ooh, they have little mousse cakes in there. That's cute. Coffees, popcorn. Now they do have some refrigerated things like sodas, beers, wines. There is DVC rooms here, so you guys know they're gonna have refrigerated and frozen things because you will have a kitchenette in there. And more little snacks and treats over here. Here's like a hot bar where they make your food because you can order like hot sandwiches, normal quick service kinds of things. The menu is posted up there, but I will put the full menu in the description below like I always do. We're gonna move on to the gift shop section and see if we can find some exclusive merch. But before that, just a brief overview of everything they have. Your normal gift shop things, swimsuits, toys, plush, 50th anniversary things, because that's still going on till the end of the month. Nothing really super exciting in here. Maybe something you forgot to grab at the park or want to grab before you go to the park. Things like pins and lanyards. They've got 100th anniversary merch because that's currently going on right now. Magic bands, jewelry. Not a super big gift shop. Here is some of the exclusive stuff. So very soft beach club shirt. I really like this one. Every day is Sunday. They've got a lot of ice cream things going on because of one of the restaurants they have here. Seaside is where I belong. Oh, that's a very fragile ornament, but ornament, matching magnet, and some more like labeled merchandise. Nothing super exciting, and a fairly small collection, but they do have stuff for Beaches and Cream, which is the restaurant I mentioned earlier. I'll show you guys that later since that's one of the signature places for this restaurant. I've never been there. That might change today. This is really cute. I really do like this. And a little turvis, robe. I think that's more duplicates of the things earlier. So yeah, not a lot, but a decent selection. Being a DVC resort, there is a small collection of DVC merch. I've shown these in plenty of videos before. It's all the exact same things. I don't believe there's anything new here. Yeah, it looks like it's just the normal collection. Here is a very cute beach club pen. This might be one of my favorite exclusive pens I've seen. I don't see a yacht one here. I see a boardwalk, but we're not gonna go to boardwalk today. I assume the yacht club one will be in the yacht club gift shop, so I'll show you guys that one when we get there. I came up this walkway. Down there on the left is the marketplace where I just came from, and I saw this called the Seaside Retreat. The hours have been removed, and I don't think it's a functioning thing. I don't quite know what this is supposed to be other than maybe a kids club since it has Tinkerbell on the door. I can kind of peek in there and just see a whole bunch of like boxes and chairs and stuff, so like it's clearly not being used. But yeah, currently not in use, don't know what it's for. If you guys have used this before in the past, let me know and tell me what it was. And at the end of our path, there seems to be just hallways to rooms. I'm not gonna go down there because I don't want to disturb anybody or necessarily show anything. There is supposed to be a pool on the other side and I believe a sand volleyball court. We'll get to that eventually, but I wanted to double back and head out the doors across from the marketplace because it takes you over to the DVC section, the beachside villas. I wonder if their main room has anything special like other DVCs. Let's go find out. Like I said, marketplace, villas. Oh, I like this little pathway. This is nice. Like right there is the solarium where we saw the arts and crafts room. And then that flag is actually like the main entrance, like where you can do bell services. So we're actually still very close to the front. Not a very big resort. So I didn't quite realize how small this area actually was. Like there's where I just was. Inside there's the marketplace. And then down there is the main entrance and like parking, bell services. So if you flip right around, we're here at the DVC entrance, which is a wonderful location. They do have this, I'm not gonna like, kind of creepy Ariel figure. I love that Ariel is the like mascot for the beach club resort, but a little scary. Let's go inside and see if the lobby has anything special. Ooh, I like this. This is very clean and quiet. This right here is the drawing room. Oh, they've got Bluey on TV. Maybe I should stay. Yeah, so I've actually never been in this side of Beach Club. Looks like we've got like a nice dollhouse display. Very quiet, very relaxing. There is a pool table here. It does say to ask the front desk to borrow supplies for it. That's really all that's in here, just a little lounge. Right across this area called the Breezeway. I don't even know what's in here either. Oh, it's just a much larger lounge. Oh wow, this is really nice. Lots of nautical theming. This is real pretty. They have the Mickey balloon that they actually no longer even use. That was a big symbol in the 90s. I'll put a real picture of it right here if you guys can see. But yeah, that's a piece of Disney nostalgia there for you. Just a little bit of wayfinding of where all I've explored before. That right there is the entrance. So around here was Bell Services. We came down here. That's where we walked out. And now we're in here, in this little area. Figured we'd go out to this back pool. And then there is that original pool I talked about. And then I believe sand volleyball courts are supposed to be right here. Very easy to get around so far. So we came out to the pool. Very, very quiet out here. Beach Club and Yacht Club share a pool called Stormalong Bay. Wildly popular. One of the most popular pools on the entire property, to the point where like they give out wristbands because it's so exclusive. This is not that pool. So if you don't want to deal with the chaos of that pool, you can come out here because there is quite literally maybe 20 people out here. Surprisingly, no pool bar out here. I think it's just to keep from the chaos like happening, like the loud noises, but yeah, no drinks. Well, I think we're gonna head back over to the main entrance and then take a right instead of going left like we did earlier, and make our way to the center of the resorts. Came back here in the main lobby. Now we're not gonna go outside yet to what is Crescent Lake and all of those resorts and amenities out there. We're gonna take a right head over towards Cape May Cafe. Cape May Cafe is an all-you-care-to-enjoy buffet. It is currently closed because we're in between breakfast and dinner. It does host a character breakfast. I believe it's Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Daisy in their swimwear. We've eaten here before, but it wasn't when characters were back. It was, I think it was like a week or two before. It was pretty good. I liked it. And then for dinner, not quite sure what they serve. I'll obviously post the menus down below, but they used to have all-you-can-eat crab legs included with it. Now it's an upcharge. People don't really like that, so this lost a lot of points to a lot of people when they got rid of that. But I'm sure it's still good. We'll have to come out here and try dinner sometime. No characters at dinner, though. Cape May Cafe does have this little square round thing that leads you to the other side of the resort, but you can kind of glance through here and see the dining room a little bit, including some characters when and if they are here. So if you don't really want to eat the breakfast here and still want to see some characters, just take a stroll through here. Some fun murals here on the wall made of sand. And that, so far, is your hidden Mickey of the day. It's a literal hidden Mickey. If I end up finding a true hidden Mickey, I'll obviously show you guys. Coming to the very end of that little square walkway that takes you around Cape May Cafe. Got some restrooms and drinking fountains over here. And I believe this is the lounge for the resort called Martha's Vineyard. I assume this has probably normal lounge hours. I'm only ever here during the daytime. I never see it being used, so I don't know if it's currently being used. But there was a sign outside that said they have like a painting class here you can take, so maybe it's only used for that now. Yeah, there's like nothing behind the bar except for like empty glasses, so unless they fill it before they open, this may have not come back since the closures. And here is Ariel's. Not quite sure what this is, unless it's another restaurant, but it's currently shuttered. Again, every time I'm here, this is always closed. This sign does say there's a private event, so I don't know if that's always happening or what, but I feel like I've seen vloggers in the past eat here because I recognize the little like fish mobile that's above. But yeah, I've never seen this open. I'll put the menu if it still exists in the description, but yeah, nothing. Staying outside, we're gonna start heading outside now to the main pool. So outside we're gonna see Stormalong Bay, which is the main pool, Beaches and Cream Soda Shop, which is that ice cream restaurant I talked about, the arcade, the health club, and then we'll eventually reach the yacht club. And we've made it to Stormalong Bay. Like I said, one of the most popular pools on the entire property, to the point where you have to be a guest staying here to use it. Normally at most Disney resorts, you can use whatever pool you want, but there are some that are so popular that they only make it for those guests. And that over there, that's a water slide. We'll get there eventually. I believe this is also the sand bottom pool. Like there's sand on the bottom instead of like a normal bottom. I could be wrong. I at least know there is a pool here that does have a sand bottom, and I assume it's this one. But yeah, it does connect to the yacht club, which is gonna be the more brown buildings over there. So we're already almost done with the beach club, which is kind of crazy to me. Around the corner here, we have the Beaches and Cream window to go. Not the full menu here, just a couple quick things you can grab. Again, I will include the menu down here below, but I might be grabbing something from here today as my treat for the day. Every video I do a treat, and since this is such a popular place, we might be coming here. But if you don't want to do the window and you want to do the full service restaurant that has like shakes and burgers, fries, sandwiches, you can come here to the actual dining room. So it's a very, very fun location. Again, menu will be listed below, but they are known for the kitchen sink. I'll put a picture of what it looks like here, but it's a $36 ice cream sundae that serves 4 and has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of ice cream and toppings, including a whole can of whipped cream. Sounds like a very fun activity for you and your friends and family to do. At some point, we're gonna have to come out here and give it a go, see if we can actually conquer it. Ice cream is one of my favorite desserts, so I think it'd be very easy to finish that. That's just me though. Right next to Beaches and Cream Soda Shop is going to be the arcade. Let's go inside and see how big it is. Decently sized arcade for a deluxe resort. You normally don't see one that's this big. I've been to some resorts that had like a broom closet, and that's how big their arcade was. So this is a pretty decent size. It looks like it actually gets quite a bit of use. So there's quite a bit of people in here. And I did confirm with the cast member, this is the sand bottom pool, which is part of the reason why it's so popular. Coming up here, we have Ship Shape, which looks like it is the gym, salon, and massage parlor. We're not gonna go inside just for the sake of everyone's privacy. I am looking through here, and there does seem to be like a little accordion thing here that's kind of keeping guests away. So I don't know how much this is actually usable. So I don't know if all of it's back, but at least the gym you can still come and use. Looks like Stormalong Bay also has a sandy splash pad for kids. I see some kids digging through there and building sand castles. It does connect to the main pool. I'm obviously not gonna get any closer for privacy reasons, but yeah, incredibly large pool. And this right here is kind of the point where Beach Club ends. In there is the beginning of Yacht Club. It's kind of the back entrance. I will eventually go out there to the Crescent Lake area and show you guys more of the amenities. But yeah, that's kind of it. So, all right, welcome to Yacht Club. A lot of nautical theming. Very dark. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Lots of low ceilings, just like Beach Club. Not my favorite aesthetic. I definitely like beach better, but still very, very pretty. It feels more mature. And this globe is actually movable. Oh, it actually moves very easily. And on the giant globe in the lobby, that's your hidden Mickey of the day. Looking at the map that we picked up from guest services, we are right here at the check-in area. Figure we take care of everything here at the main house, then make our way out here to the end of the resort and kind of work our way back, look at the convention center, and then we'll look at everything along Crescent Lake here. So coming from the main lobby, we're gonna take a right and head down this hallway. I also forgot there's a little mini upstairs portion. We may go up there and see if there's anything, but I wanna go down here first. Just like I mentioned earlier, very low ceilings here. It's a very, very similar layout to Beach Club, because I feel like I'm about to walk down the same ramp that was at there to go the exact same location. It's just flip-flopped now. Ooh, I like the carpet, very plush. I like the map. Here's the quick service slash gift shop called the Market at Ale and Compass. I guess it's going to be a combination of the two. We'll start over here at the quick service. Not gonna lie, very, very small. Some quick grab and go things, candies, fruit, like breakfast treats, cookies. They do have some refrigerated and frozen things. Oh, maybe no frozen things. Expecting to talk about freezer and refrigerated things, but there are none. There's some cupcakes and stuff, but I don't think there's a DVC portion. I believe it's only over at Beach Club. That's interesting to know. I did not know that. So the Beach Club villas are the only DVC area. More chips on the other side, and then you've got your Coke Freestyle refill machine. And then here is the market with some lunch and dinner offerings currently available right now. I'm sure they serve breakfast too. I'll include the menu below like I do for all my resorts. And in the corner, just a brief dining location. Not a lot to look at in here. Let's go find some exclusive merch, which looks like it's gonna be on this first table right here. Cast your cares away. Oh, it's like a little trinket tray. It's very cute. Mickey's Sailing Club, Yacht Club. Water bottle, Tervis, ornament. I really do like that one. Is that fabric? Oh, that is fabric. Very nice. Like a Stein coffee mug. Hat. I thought this was a captain's hat at first. It kind of looks like one, but I thought it was like a legit captain's hat. And here's some artwork of the resort as well. This is a lighthouse we're gonna go see later on. I don't think this is specific. Oh, it's Tommy Bahama though, but it's Disney. Looks like the rest might be Tommy Bahama. And I believe this is actually a Yacht Club towel? Yacht Club towel. I don't know if Beach Club had a towel. I didn't see one. Lots of other Tommy Bahama. Got some vineyard vines over here. So kind of like the gift shop in the Grand Floridian. There's some Lily Pulitzer, I think. Got some homewares over here in this corner, along with some more wine. And then some swimwear. Again, very shocked that there's nothing for DVC here. I just didn't realize that this wasn't the DVC section. So that was kind of shocking. Very small gift shop, very limited selection. Really not a lot to look at. Looks like we've just got more rooms and hallways down at the end of that ramp, but there is a pool and I believe some tennis courts out this way. Let's go check those out. Got a single tennis court here. Kind of the only sporting amenity, since I believe it's the same gym you would use that Beach Club has. Make our way over here to the pool. Nice quiet pool for sure. There's maybe 10 people out at this pool. Like I can hear my own voice like louder than anybody else over here. Doesn't look like there seems to be a pool bar. Since there's no DVC rooms, that's where the laundry I believe is going to be. Yeah, that's really about it over here. Very simple, straightforward. Well, we'll make our way back into the main lobby and then go look at the dining location and the lounge that's here. And then we'll head out towards the pool and Crescent Lake. Back here to the main lobby. This is going to be Ale and Compass. This right here is the lounge, and then attached is going to be the main restaurant. Again, I will include every menu that we come across in the description below. The lounge does look pretty nice though. I like that really dark blue. So if you come down this slight ramp here, this is going to be Ale and Compass. If you follow along here, kind of like over at Cape May Cafe, it kind of wraps around the restaurant. There's another restaurant for this resort and the lounge. First up here is going to be Cruise Cup Lounge. Like most lounges, going to have drinks, maybe a couple bites. And then over here is Yachtsman's Steakhouse. I almost forgot these were over here because they're kind of tucked away. Menus will be included for both these in the comments, per usual. Now down this walkway here is going to be the exit out to Stormalong Bay, which is the main pool. But before we go out there, I want to go check out the convention center because I didn't even know this had a convention center. From the main lobby, you can get to the convention center down this hallway here, right next to Ale and Compass Lounge. Oh, so there's a 4 Diamond Award for Disney's Yacht Club and Beach Club for AAA. Is that for dining? Okay, maybe I do need to come out here and try out some of the food sometime. That doorway led me out here to the main entrance, and then this walkway should take us down to the convention center. If there's anything happening there, I'm not going to try and go inside, but we'll go take a look. Oh, wow. This is pretty nice. I didn't even know this existed. Huh. This is a very large space. I guess we'll continue walking down, and then if we see anything really unique, I'll point it out. But I assume this is just going to be big ballrooms. This is gorgeous. Feels like I'm in kind of like a museum or some kind of like government building. This is probably my favorite part of the resort so far. I know it's weird because like as a resort guest, you would probably never step foot in here, but this is really nice. More of what feels like endless hallways. There's one of the rooms. I'm not gonna go in because I don't know if it's actively being used. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go any further because I think it's just gonna be the same stuff over and over again. So I guess we'll double back and go look at the pool and more of the stuff outside on Crescent Lake. In the main lobby, we're gonna exit out here to this little courtyard. Nice little quiet location. But I wanna go look at that big lighthouse. Coming to the end of this walkway, that direction is going to be the last half of the resort we're gonna talk about, which is gonna be like the pool bar, that giant pirate ship slide, and then the walkway to EPCOT. There is the lighthouse, which we're gonna check out here in just a few. And then over here is just more of the resort. This whole path continues along this whole backside. So you've got more of Yacht Club right there. Those over there are gonna be Swan and Dolphin. I don't think you can see Dolphin from here. Oh yeah, it's actually being worked on. You can see the scaffolding kind of behind there. But those are third-party resorts. Those are not owned by Disney. Those are owned by Marriott. People often mistake them because they are on Disney property that they're owned by Disney. They are not. So unfortunately in our resort tours, we won't be going there. And across the water, we've got Boardwalk. Haven't been there yet on a tour. I've been there just walking around normally. It's a great little area. This whole area called Crescent Lake is just gorgeous. I love it. Here's the outdoor map, a little bit of wayfinding for us. We are right here. There's that lighthouse. We're not gonna actually walk over here at all. I just wanna show you guys like kind of the rest of the resort and kind of where we are in conjunction to everything else. But yeah, this whole walkway is what continues on and goes all the way around to the other side of where that EPCOT area meets up at. Just walking over to check out this little marina, and then I saw this little gazebo over there. I don't know if I'm gonna go over there, but it's cute, it's pretty. I wonder if you can get married there. Looks like a place you can get married at. This is the Bayside Marina. If you guys watched our video about the Grand Floridian, it looks like it's the exact same things you can do. So they have the fireworks cruise, which you can bring 10 guests along for $400, and you guys get to watch the fireworks from the lagoon. I assume it's going to be this lagoon over here, so you would watch, at the moment, Harmonious. That goes away at the end of this month, and then we get Epcot Forever back until we get whatever new show they're planning. But you just kind of watch it from here. There's guided bass fishing you can do, and you can just rent the boat yourself and take it out for either half an hour or a full hour. I'm also seeing a lot of guests running along this track, so it's a great workout. Like since it's a full loop, I don't know quite how long it is, but I would assume that would be this resort's running track. And I don't think we've seen it yet, but I've not seen any of the like foosball or any of the outdoor activities. I saw like a cornhole game just back over there. I didn't show it or anything. And we saw the pool table over at Beach Club, but that's kind of it. Unless it's over here on the beach, which I assume it probably is. That's probably where all the recreation is held. Now down here at the end of this dock is going to be the Friendship boats. These service to Boardwalk, Swan and Dolphin, EPCOT, and Hollywood Studios. So EPCOT is just over in that direction, which again, you could easily just walk there. Hollywood Studios is going to be under that bridge towards that way. So they're all very, very, very close to each other. It's a great resort to be in if you want to be very close to those parks. Walking back towards the front over here, this beach is obviously accessible to people for them to use. However, the water is not. I'm sure at some point in Disney's history, you could actively swim out here in the lagoon, kind of like Seven Seas over at Magic Kingdom. But with all bodies of water in Florida, assume there are gators, assume there are snakes. Don't go in big bodies of water like this unless it's a pool. These things are here for a reason. Here is the backside of Stormalong Bay Pool. But coming up here is going to be Hurricane Hannah's. This is going to be your poolside bar, I believe the only one on property, which is kind of surprising to me. I guess not really, because this resort is decently small, but they do have a quick service location. Again, menus will be listed below. Mixed drinks, looks like frozen drinks, margaritas, daiquiris, beers, wines, chicken sandwiches, hot dogs, burgers. Now this right here is going to be the pirate ship slide. I forget what the actual name of it, if it has one. But yeah, look at this. That right there is the actual slide you go down. So you literally have to leave the pool, come along here, go all the way up, and then slide all the way down, and it spits you out into the pool over there, which is very, very cool. Coming along to the other side of the pirate ship slide is the marshmallow roasting and s'mores area. Every resort's gonna have one of these or something similar to it. And I believe on the other side where all those chairs are lined up, that might be where they do the movies on the beach. Most are by the pool, but because there's a beach at this resort, that's pretty cool. And then continuing along here is just more of the beach. Very large, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Again, same thing, do not go in the water. It's roped off for a reason. But lots of chairs, lots of loungers. They've even got some swings over here. It's a little too hot today, I think, to kind of sit out in the blazing sun. We're gonna continue on down this little beach area here and head down towards the back end entrance to EPCOT. One of the biggest perks about staying here. Here's that sand volleyball court I mentioned earlier. Not a lot of resorts have volleyball. It makes sense why this one does, since we're at Yacht and Beach. On the other side of this fencing is that other pool I mentioned towards the very beginning of the video for Beach Club. Again, very, very quiet pool. I like that this resort has 3 different pools, like this side. 4 total if you include the one that's over at Yacht. Out there is some of those friendship boats kind of making their rounds, picking up guests, dropping them off. I'm actually gonna do a quick time-lapse video from where I'm standing right now, just to show you guys how truly close you are to EPCOT. You are literally attached to it. If you wanted to continue on down to Boardwalk or all the way back around to Yacht Club, you can continue the loop around Crescent Lake down this little bridge. And my friends, we have made it to what is called the International Gateway for EPCOT. EPCOT is the only theme park in Walt Disney World that has multiple entrances. If you exclude Hollywood Studios with its Star Cruiser. But yeah, this is another entrance. As you can tell, that over there is France. And then the other side of there is gonna be the UK. So it does put you into the middle of World Showcase. Not great if you're trying to rope drop things like Guardians of the Galaxy or spend your time up in the front of the park in like World Celebration or World Nature. But if you wanna come out here and get breakfast first thing in the morning over at like the France Pavilion, or you wanna rope drop Ratatouille, which is gonna be nestled right in there, this is a perfect location. This is where those friendship boats drop you off. And then of course, right above me is the Skyliner. My favorite form of transportation here at Disney. I made an entire video showing the routes for the Skyliner in case you're not familiar with them and how to navigate. This is the tail end. It does continue on all the way to Caribbean Beach, Riviera, Art and Pop, and Hollywood Studios. Not necessarily confusing to traverse, but there's quite a bit to it. So I will link that video so you guys can actually use it, because I believe it's a really great tool for vacation planning. Well, friends, I think that kind of wraps up the main heft of what's Yacht and Beach Club. I think we're gonna go over to Beaches and Cream, grab us a shake or some kind of ice cream, and just, sit and enjoy it, and we'll talk about what we thought about the resort. Picked up my treat for the day. They didn't quite have what I wanted. I wanted to get one of the souvenir mugs and get the crazy shake thing, but they didn't have it, unfortunately, so I went with cookies and cream on a cone and a cup. I wanted sprinkles, but I panicked when I ordered and I didn't quite get exactly what I wanted. But you can't go wrong with cookies and cream ice cream. And of course, cookies and cream ice cream, it's gonna be cookies and cream ice cream. It's nothing super special, obviously not exclusive to here, but it's from Beaches and Cream. I've never got anything from Beaches and Cream, so I felt like it was appropriate. Can't go wrong with cookies and cream. A little expensive for what I paid for, but it at least tastes great. Since I've been here, I've heard the pool playing Conga, September, and Iran. So I think they're just playing through the Guardian soundtrack, which I have no problem with. You guys know how much I love that ride. So what did we think about Disney's Yacht Club and Disney's Beach Club? Pros, proximity to EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. I feel like all of Crescent Lake is really slept on. I feel like no one ever really talks about these resorts because they're not closest to Magic Kingdom. You hear all the time about the deluxe resorts around Magic Kingdom, Contemporary, Grand, and the Poly, but you don't really hear much about these. And I kind of feel that ambiance. It doesn't feel near as busy as those areas, so that's really nice. I wouldn't say it's necessarily quiet, but it's definitely, it feels more privatized, if that makes sense. If you're someone who wants to come and take part in the amenities such as the pools, the water slides, like there's a reason why this pool is private. It's that popular. I also really like how small this resort is, and that's not a bad thing. Like it's all very easy to traverse. There's not a lot of walking you have to do between the areas, which is really nice because this might be the smallest resort we've been to so far. Some resorts are just way too big, and this one I feel like is really, really nice. I'd say some cons are, I'm just gonna be flat out, I don't like Yacht Club. I don't understand really why it's here. When all this is connected, this could easily be a singular resort. And the fact that it doesn't have like a DVC wing, not that it needs one, but like it was just shockingly small. Even if you did away with the actual Yacht Club in general and just kept it all beach, I feel like nothing would change aside from aesthetic. So that's just my personal preference. I really can't think of anything This pool is really busy though. I guess that could be a con if you're really wanting like a quieter pool experience. Like this is not for you. They do have the smaller pools, but the main pool is very chaotic. Other than that, I think this is a great place to stay. I would love to stay here someday, especially in the beach club side. Be able to walk to EPCOT, take the Skyliner over to Hollywood Studios. Skyliner is also a wonderful perk of staying here. Overall, I like the vibe. I would stay in beach club over yacht club. Again, that's just my personal preference. Let me know, have you guys stayed here? Have you wanted to stay here? Thank you guys so much for coming along. Hope you guys had a wonderful time, and thanks for making memories with me. We'll see you next time.